Hey guys, it's Cody from Fungicopia, and today I have something exciting for you. I'm out foraging for Ganoderma tsugae, which is also known as reishi. Now in my area of Ontario, we get both Ganoderma tsugae, which grows on Eastern Hemlock, and we also get Ganoderma sessile, which grows on oak, and I found it on a couple other hardwoods. So you've got one that grows on softwoods, exclusively hemlock, and you've got one that grows on a varied there's a couple. There's 3 or 4 that I found Ganoderma sessile growing on, mostly on oak. So anyways, when you're looking for the Eastern Hemlock Reishi, you're going to look for where you're going to find hemlock trees, which is always near water. Usually you've got huge trees here. Like most of these are over 150 years old. There's some really big ones. And I often find reishi growing on either the dead standing trees or on stumps of trees that have fallen over or logs. And so here's some beautiful, beautiful, shiny conchs that I'm going to turn into some wonderful medicine. And reishi's kind of neat. When you grow it, they always eventually take this sort of spade-like shape. And they're always hard. You can touch them. They're soft, but you know, they're not living. This portion of the mycelium, of the fruiting body isn't growing. It's the white perimeter you see around the edge. And as it grows out, the white portion will start to yellow and then turn orange, and then the red is the final sort of coat. Nature grows them best, that's for sure. So yeah, there's a whole bunch around here. Basically, you're just going to look for hemlock. Save yourself the time of just meandering through the woods, and stay close to rivers, stream beds, and lakes around the perimeters of rakes. Those were the biggest hemlock tend to grow. So yeah, there's reishi for you. It's a very powerful medicinal mushroom, and it'll come back every year. So this is one you can safely harvest. This is one that we purchase as well from people that forage it. Good ones that are in good shape. Chaga we don't buy because it's not a sustainable mushroom. It takes, at least 15 to 20 years for it to reproduce. So this is a medicinal mushroom that you can happily pick off. I'll take this one. So yeah, on harvesting mushrooms, pretty much all of them, you can grab them right around the base, and you pluck and twist, and you get the perfect. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you that reishi can grow on standing trees as well. Now this is a dead hemlock, but it's still standing. And you can see we've got a beautiful load of reishi here. And these ones have a gorgeous top on them. They haven't reddened up yet. So they're still kind of just gorgeous though. I'll take this, and we'll go like this. Okay, you see that white there that's engraved into the wood? That's what I'll take back to the lab and clone. So this hemlock reishi will now be available in kit form. So you can grow your own at home. And the hemlock reishi doesn't need to be grown on hardwood or on softwood. Or even hemlock. It can be grown on hardwoods. I've even grown them on aspen, so they're not picky. But in nature, interestingly enough, they'll only grow on hemlock. So they really love hemlock. Whew. Hey guys, I spotted these ones from way across over here. Across this riverbed here. It's kind of like a mountainous area for Ontario anyways. And yeah, let's go have a look at these beautiful reishi. This is a massive one. Oh, just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Look how big they are. They're massive. Alright, so these are perfect conchs. These are like, holy geez, so dense. Not a mark on them. Super dense. Like at this size, they're just so thick. Absolutely gorgeous. And this one is just so big. You can see these ones haven't reddened up yet, so they're still growing. These would get a lot bigger, but I don't care. They're big enough. I'm taking them today. I'm out pretty deep, so I won't be coming back to this spot. Some Ganoderma tsugae, which grow on Eastern Hemlock. That's where the tsugae name comes from. These are extremely medicinal mushrooms, and they're beautiful. You can't really eat them because they harden up like wood, but what you can do is you can cut them into slices when they're fresh or dried and use them in a tea. What I do is make a dual extraction from them, and I pull pull all the different constituents out through different extractions. A little tip on drying mushrooms: you never dry them cap up like they would normally be found. You always want to flip them over so that they're bottoms up. The tops of all mushrooms are designed to retain moisture, so when you put pores or the gills facing upwards, the air is allowed to move freely on the underside, which normally will stay moist. So all mushrooms also get vitamin D if they're sun-dried, so if you can sun-dry your mushrooms, that's the absolute best option. And this was just a small foray. I went out for about an hour this morning. There's about 10 pounds here. I'll be going out for the next couple weeks to get a whole bunch more, and this particular isolate I'm going to clone from this big sucker here. That will be saved, the genetics will be saved, and you will be able to buy a kit of this exact mushroom right here. So, yeah, Ganoderma. See you in the next vid.